Sumo World Radio, right here, right now, live from Sandalwood Studios. You know what I'm talking about? Courtesy of my guy, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Bobby. We're about to interview one of the legends of Texas, one of the ultimate filmmakers, one of the people who've been in the game before the game was even known to be on Tubi or any of that, who've been in the streets with those other cameras, filming and doing his editing the right way. Mr. Kris. Let's go with it, man.
Yo, peace. Glad to be here, man.
How you doing,
it's
brother?
A pleasure. It's a
Let me
pleasure,
shake your
man.
hand as a
yes,
man.
Sir. Yes, sir.
How you
yes,
doing,
sir.
man?
I appreciate the
Now,
invite.
before we get straight to the business, I want to say that shout out to you because you're a PA native.
Yeah. I'm out of the mud with it. You know, Port Arthur, Texas, stand up.
Most definitely, you know what I'm saying? And you were real groomed around the fits of the UGK alumni and everything, you know what I'm saying? So, pleasure to meet you and greet you. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes us family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, so we're going to get right into it right quick, man. I heard you getting very popular from your media work and your live shows that you have going on. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, out of the mud, Port Arthur, Texas. You know, it's a pleasure to be here to meet another, familiar face. If you ain't been to Port Arthur, then you don't understand. Wherever in the world is popping, there's somebody from Port Arthur, Texas in the mix. I'm telling you. But yeah, right now we're working on a few things, concepts right now. The filmmaker stuff, great award-winning filmmaker, and that's worked to my benefit. But in the industry, I saw that there's been a dichotomy between the creatives. You're either looking for influence or money. Thanks. So, and the influence, it's kind of like Scarface, what he said, you know what I'm saying? First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the girl.
Yeah.
So a lot of creatives to a fault, don't know how to get the money.
Thanks.
So one of the things that when I was coming up in the game, one of the better ways to get in position if you don't have the connections is to have the equipment.
Yes.
So I boast till this day during the time that when I was coming through, I was the first brother with a red camera in the city.
Wow.
Which is what got me into the film industry on set because I had the equipment. I had a top of the line camera.
Yeah.
But that's because I had an uncle who wasn't really my blood uncle. It was, you got potential. Here goes $17,000.
Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you that I believe in you.
Let me show you I believe in you, but where's the plan? You see what I'm saying? Where's the plan? So a lot of creatives didn't have a plan to get access to the funds. And over the years, I've realized that from various amount of ways, life insurance policies, annuities, different types of financial vehicles that you could actually liquidate to get access to the funds outside of the traditional means of credit, your personal credit, of course, other people's money. And the ones
but it takes extreme discipline.
Extreme discipline.
To do exactly what you really set out to do once you receive a bundle of money that you probably never have had before.
Exactly. So, I didn't come from money. Yeah. But, like we talked about UGK, I come up during the time when you seen the red Bronco going up and down Guffway, Shreveport, you know what I'm saying? Like it did when you saw that red Bronco on the back of it, it said riding dirty.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, marketing.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but that's a business vehicle too. So through watching UGK and their marketing before the world knew about them, we're watching them, seeing the music video. I still, right now to this day, I'm trying to get back to Port Arthur to shoot on the MLK Bridge because that's a goal.
That is.
If anybody ever seen that bridge before and you go watch them old school videos,
very nostalgic.
You see what I'm saying? On top of the bridge because they shut it down. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So in the guerrilla style that they attempted with it, but one thing that I did learn, and now where I am today with the shows and stuff, is contracts.
So you're more into the business now.
Yeah, I'm more into the business side of it. I'm still music videos, but I price myself out of those these days because they don't have a plan towards the marketing of the video. Right. It's not about shooting the music video. It's about producing a commercial for your song that you're going to be pushing over the next 6 to 10 months.
Yeah, not as take this video and make it multiply over and over and over again over years to come. Right. Like, and that was the difference between the older videos that they used to put out versus the newer things. Like Hype Williams used to charge $1 million for a video, but there was a reason why, because you would have a debut movie premiere of the video. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. These videos now, they just shoot them, drop them on YouTube, and then whatever it does is what it does.
Posting your link on your IG or your Facebook or your TikTok is not marketing. It's a part of it.
It's part of it.
But it's not marketing as a whole, you know. So yeah, you got to have that marketing plan behind it. It takes a team.
It definitely
takes a team. You know, that's one of the things that I've seen a lot of Houston artists fall off because of, and that's because you didn't take care of the team that was taking care of you in the beginning.
So how long, and if you don't mind me asking, have you been addicted to the filming side of the situation?
Man, that's been since Back to the Future.
Ooh. My favorite movie.
Back to the Future, you
my
know
favorite
what I'm saying?
movie, man.
Like just being my mom took me on vacation one summer. We went to Walt Disney World in Florida.
Okay.
No, I think Walt Disney World is in California, and then Land is in Florida, something like that. You're one of them.
Hey, listen.
He was in Florida.
We're brothers. we looking all over like it's the same.
Yeah. I'm glad I had a chance, the opportunity. Shout out to my moms. And you know, it was a ride attraction called Back to the Future, one of the hottest movies at that time. And that DeLorean, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a amphitheater of about 100, 200 people.
Yeah.
I'm about 9 years old. And they said, hey, I need a boy and a girl actor. We're reenacting the scene with Michael J. Fox as they go through the wormhole with his girlfriend at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's me and this little white chick. And she got to be maybe 6 years old. But her line was just to scream the whole time. That's what the lady did in the scene. And mine was to try to calm her down as I drove the DeLorean through the little wormhole.
Yeah.
So when I'm looking at the DeLorean, I'm seeing the wheels. There's no wheels. It's nothing but green around.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
So you start paying attention to.
I'm paying attention
to what they're really doing.
Right. And I asked the guy, I said, hey, where's the wheels? You know, like in the movie, it's like, hey, backstage over there, we got about 5 of them, but this is the one we used in the movie. So it's on hydraulic lifts and we doing the thing and acting, but it was the moment when I was upset because I messed up my line.
Yeah.
Because the little girl, she screamed so loud, it scared the shit out of me.
It was a panicky moment.
Right. And I was like, oh, what the hell? And they had like cameras all the way around us, at least about 6 cameras.
Yeah.
So when I got done, dude was red in the face. And I was like, nah, I didn't get to say my nine. He said, hey, nah, you did that perfect. That was perfect. So I was like, okay. So I get into the stand, back into the audience, and I'm upset.
Yeah.
And my mom say, no, I think you did well. Even the white people around me trying to make me feel better.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Oh, you did good.
But you wanted to do exactly
what they.
Yeah.
So they put the cut together, and you know everybody wanted to see what they did. Yay. And when they did it, I'm amazed because I saw green. Now I'm seeing what they did in the movie on the screen.
Yes.
And I'm like, whoa. So the moment my line was supposed to come, my reaction towards them, the little girl screaming, the entire, like at least about 150 people immediately start laughing.
Exactly.
And I'm like, whoa, the effect of a movie.
Because you didn't realize that the background, along with your mistake of a line, it looked that good that it would look like cinema.
Exactly.
Once you got done with
and in that right then, I'm hooked.
Okay.
I'm hooked.
Hey, that's a hell of a story right there, man.
Yeah. Shout out to moms for giving me that opportunity. And that's what, when it comes to youngsters, I like to give the message about exposure.
Yeah.
You're not going to get to your peak unless you're exposed to something that takes you beyond your normal exposure.
And I want to commend you because taking a chance as a child to get in front of an audience is a big step.
Yeah.
So I commend you for that because I tell all children to take all your opportunities that come forward to you. Don't pass up an opportunity to do something great that can lead you to being greater.
Yeah, because a lot of people scared to fail. What if they laugh at me?
Definitely.
And it's like, okay, what if they do? Okay, learn. I done seen plenty of guys trip and then, you know, catch they trip into something, play a pose or something that looked like it meant to happen.
Yeah.
Nobody know what your life's supposed to be like, so it's like, go do it.
Most definitely, man. I agree with you 100%. So, like, what is your next move that you're on right now? What's your next endeavor that you're about to conquer?
Well, right now it's still on the filmmaking side. You know, I still haven't gotten to the level that I particularly want to, career-wise. Gotten the awards, and I can tell you awards don't mean you get money unless you capitalize and market.
Yeah.
It never goes away. But beyond that, it's more so teaching young creatives about the options that they have, getting people in line with understanding what your rights are. If you don't know your rights, like child support is not lame. You are for not knowing that you're not supposed to be paying it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You are lame because you don't understand the rights that pertain to it and the contracts that you don't understand that exist, so that you could then take power of attorney away and revoke. So right there, I hope y'all got that drip right there. It's all about power of attorney.
That was definitely something. So you're also a motivational speaker then?
I guess you could say that. You just spoke that into existence.
I mean, I feel like what you're doing when you're giving guidance like that, that's unknown to the average person, that you're motivating them to be better. Right. So that might be something you might want to look into, because I just felt it. Because I'm going to tell you something. I paid child support for 20-some plus years. Right. And I didn't find out all the legalities of it until I was grown and it was almost over.
Like, it's a video coming out soon that I shot a couple of months ago with a artist that was at one point one of the biggest artists in the world.
Okay.
And they couldn't afford to do a video with me about a few years ago because of that very same thing. And there's so many artists that I come in contact with over the years that either from it, no matter if it's a woman or a man, that's an issue. So it's like, okay, well, if you guys are having a problem here, then there's a way that we could solve the problem, and then everybody could win. Everybody can win when you understand how to do it. So it's like, okay, now I know how to get rid of child support based on actually giving them the tools to be able to protect themselves through procedure. Yeah. You don't know your rights, you ain't got none.
Yeah, if you don't know your rights, you have absolutely nothing.
So it's about the contracts. Yeah. I mean, we could all see certain artists right now that's just, unalived all of a sudden, but we don't understand the contracts that were written.
Once they're unalive, the family has no money, but then the label is still making money. So I also hear that you might be going to these schools right now, giving conversations and talks to these kids. Yeah. So can you give us a little briefing of what you're going to be, solidifying?
Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. Dealing with booking 713, you never know what type of event you're going to, be booked for. However, they do a great job of booking you for the right ones. From the perspective of going to speak to children, that's one of the things that I hold dear to me, from not just motivation, but, hey, look, you enough. You know what I'm saying? You're enough. Don't dim your light for other people to feel comfortable around you. Yes, you see what I'm saying? And be bold and courageous in whatever activities that you going in. The uniqueness is what you bring to the world. We have God-given gifts that we're all born with, but we're taught to use those gifts in percentage with somebody else's company. That's somebody else's family dream. So it's like, now, man, you got what you need in you to do you. It just takes somebody that has been there and done that to show you.
And what age did you get your gift?
The gift, I would say, naturally for speaking, that was something that I was raised to do in the church. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's always the greatest foundation.
Yeah, that was the foundation. They taught us, don't be afraid to make the mistake. The true loss you take in life is the one you didn't learn from. You see what I'm saying?
This man is a philosopher. If y'all haven't noticed, his words actually have meaning and direction. So if y'all didn't get nothing else from this interview, make sure y'all take heed to what he's saying and put some of that in your soul. All right. So last night on your show, you was touching on a situation at the ports, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna let you go first because I just heard some other things about the port too, but I want you to tell me what you.
Well, I feel what they going through. The longshoremen, man, for a long time they done held our country down, for the imports and what have you, and even exports. But it's the automation, the AI coming in, and it's messing with the economy off top. Right. And the longshoremen, they deserve what they deserve, for the work they put in. But then when you look at the trucker side, you see what I'm saying? There's two sides to every coin, you know what I mean? And then there's that middle in between. Yeah. So it's like what they say is two sides to a story, and then there's the truth. Yes, and to the truth of the matter is it's all fabricated. It's all fabricated. We're talking about this thing with Diddy and all of these particular accusations. You're talking Trump coming in, the assassinations. You're talking about the actual Chinese real estate economy, their market going down, and we don't realize that 85% of the United States debt is owned by the Chinese.
Exactly. I was scaling somebody the other day. I said scaling because I was showing them a ratio of ownership. But I was showing them that a lot of these title companies that are in the U.S. are owned by companies overseas.
Exactly.
I was also showing that the Beltway that we ride on, that we tip the Beltway when we ride, that's owned by people overseas.
Exactly. And you know, it's a nature of when those people in the land realize who they really are and who this land belongs to, we're going to get access again to that inheritance. It's waiting there for us, but we have to claim it. It's not nothing that's going to, kind of like Gil Scott-Heron, one of my favorite poets, said that the revolution will not be televised. But in today's time, it won't be streamed either. So that's why I go by the moniker of the Underground King of Commerce. Not because I'm rich in monetary wealth, because this knowledge that you have up here, can't nobody ever take that from you. And then once you understand how to position yourself with what's about to happen, nothing can stop you from actually executing off of the crises.
Oh, definitely. So what do you feel is going to be like the greater outcome for the port? Like, what do you think they could do to possibly bring the workers back to work faster?
The president will have to force an 80-day reprieve. And he already said he ain't about to do that.
Yeah. But so I've heard through the grapevine, I'm not going to give any resources, that they found different things inside of the container. You heard that? Yeah. Okay, I don't want to say it verbatim. But you heard that.
Yeah,
okay.
I have heard that, and the thing in doing that is, that's the part when we say, okay, it's all linking together. You got the Diddy stuff with that. Yeah. You had the Epstein stuff. Yeah. Now you got, you had the Oprah stuff. You see what I'm saying? You got the other side of Diddy that people don't realize, that when he talked about the black political party. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? He started talking about
like
that.
I said, there's a greater, bigger window that's about to and it's about to evolve.
Yeah, and we talking every 7 days. Well, actually, for every 1 day the port is shut down, that's 7 billion. 7 billion. 7 billion.
That's a lot of money.
7 billion.
Well, look, brother, I know we can continue this here.
Can go on and on with
guess
that.
What? Don't be a stranger.
Yes, sir.
I definitely want you to come back in.
I'm ready for it.
Can you please tell the people one more time how they can find you?
KrisVzim, KrisVzim.
Port Arthur, Texas in the building, y'all. Sumo World.